Happy to see you from Verona, and thanks for your invitation now. And I want to show our experience on digital dentistry in our hospital, okay? What I want to show you is where we are, okay? We are here. Switch on this computer, please. And here we are in Verona, okay? And so we are very happy to join with you, okay? We invite to share our place, okay? It's an hospital where, and here you can see our staff. I can introduce to you Nicolò, Rita, and the staff of the hospital, okay? What we want to start with is sharing with you our experience on application of digital dentistry from diagnosis to the final output, using in this case addictive methods. Okay, addictive method will change the possibility of dental practitioner. First of all, in direct dentistry and in direct restorative. This is our best practice. So it's very common for us to do doing one-day dentistry and one-day solution for the patients. So being very efficient in diagnosis with the patients, for the patients, is very important to get this opportunity, okay, and to have the correct information directly, immediately into the possibility now. We know from the diagnosis that we need information through the instrumental examination, and it starts with to understand which is which are the possibility of the morphology restoration, are the teeth in the correct place, and harmony and aesthetic. How can we do this? Intraoral scanning is our first aim, okay? Second, photos of the patient face and intraoral occlusion and teeth. Intraoral scanning will substitute completely for us the normal impression materials for the possibility to get direct the information everywhere. What we will show you now is the patients, with the patient and intraoral scanning that is the base of this kind of information, okay? Can we switch together into, okay, the patients? What we have to do is collect the information directly, okay? You are on the computer. Here we have an intraoral scanner. The Opera scanner is very efficient, and this connection is directly, Rita, puoi girare qui, directly on the patients, okay? First of all, setting here, this patient needs to do a customized abutment. For us, customized abutment solution is the topic, is the normal topic and the normal possibility in all our implants. All our implants are surgical guided and with the direct solution for customized abutment. Here you can see the software. You can set the correct possibility. Okay. And okay. Apri pure, grazie. Okay. Here we can collect. Dimmi pure. Yeah. Okay. Here you can see the customized solution. Okay. Here we are doing the intraoral scanning of the mouth. As you can see, the software is very performing. Okay. So what I can suggest to you is doing this scanner every time in your first visits. Okay. In your first visit. Okay. Here you can see the direct solution. Okay. Okay. We normally do a complete scanning of the mouth. This is help us to know the morphology's problems and the problems regarding the correct position of the teeth. Okay. As you can see, this patient needs a customized abutment. Okay. And so we will design it together with you into the software. Okay. Now we can go in the lower jaw. Come on. Our second point is remove the hearing abutment from the mouth. Here. Okay. We remove the hearing abutment. And after this, we can set the T-base abutment from the implant we are going to use. Okay. This is very important because this is the connection between the intraoral scanner and the software. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. We will rescan this part of the arch. Okay. Where you can see where you can set the healing. Okay. Ok. No, puoi partire? Ok. Ok. Here the hearing abutment goes to the patient to record the correct position. Normally this possibility is for construct a customized hearing abutment or a customized abutment. And after this, we will collect the lower jaw, and then we are finished. Okay. And for last, we go with the lower jaw. Okay. Lower jaw. This kind of scanner are very important, very well done with a very important software that gives to us the possibility in few seconds to record all the lower jaw together. Okay. After this, Nicola later can show you the full impression, and he will construct. Chiudi un pochino. Ok, non troppo. Ok, apri un po'. Ok, we construct the customized abutment. Open up, please. Apri, grazie. Okay, and then for last, we go with the maximal intercuspidation and occlusion. Okay, normal occlusion. If we want, we can record also the movements. Okay, here you can see the upper and the lower, and in the right side and in the left side. Okay. Okay. Here. It's very important for us to show you what's happened live, because this is the base of all the direct dental solution. Okay. If this kind of scanner, okay, and then we can go in the left side. Okay. Ok, apri, ultimo, chiudi. Ok. Ok. Chiudi. Ok. Va bene? Ti è piaciuto? Molto bene. A posto, adesso siamo a posto. Now we can choose on something regarding direct restoration or indirect restoration. Okay, in this case, we will prepare the abutment for the patient. Okay, and if we want, we can share the healing abutment of the patient. Adesso mi giri la telecamera su di me, che così lasciamo andare la paziente, and we go forward. Okay. Okay. What's happened with the normal impression? Ok, possiamo dimettere la paziente, grazie, che così se no non ne può più. What's happened with normal impression? We really think that they will work for a long time, but digital impression is very important because it's useful directly now and everywhere we need. Okay, go to my presentation, please. Another very important thing is understanding what's happened with the tooth position. Remember that using aligners will be one of our best things in our future, okay? Because more than half of our work will be aligning teeth before prosthetic solution, restoration, restorative, direct restorative, or prosthetic. Here you can see a software where the tooth are moved. We can move the tooth regarding the correct design of the morphology. Cases like this now can be solved in different modes than in the past. Cases of this type that are word dentition problems will is very important to understand that here we cannot be aggressive in tooth preparation, okay? It's very important to be very conservative, leaving as more enamel as possible, okay? And adhesion will help us in their solution. Aesthetic is the second aim of our patients, so we need to understand which is the 3D dimension of the color. The 3D dimension of the color with the addictive method, and so the photo shade method will help to us into the three-dimensional reconstruction of the color. Our patient needs this. Our patients wants a less invasive solution and very aesthetic solution. Okay. Here you can see cases where a little movement of the teeth is very useful for give an aesthetic solution to our patients. One dentition is the will be the pathology of our future. It's very important for us to understand this and to improve method where the solution are less invasive. The 3D printer and the direct solution, here you can see a 3D printer where that can recognize the color and set the color directly, okay? This 3D printer called DFAB, this machine can print a different color together into the shape of a hybrid composites solution, okay? Now, what I want to introduce is a case similar of that you see before that we are constructing. Now, if you want Nicola to share the solution, this is the full mouth impression, okay? Stanno vedendo te? Okay, this is the intraoral impression. You can see the scan body collect into the impression. Now the software recognizes the scan body, and we will have a direct crown in a few minutes, because this kind of 3D printers give to us the final restoration in 20 minutes, okay? What I want to show you is the cartridge. If you mi puoi passare una cartuccia, grazie. This cartridge is constructed in two materials, okay? Is a one cartridge, mi vedo, no? Va bene? Okay. Okay. Say, here you can see the cartridge. We have a pump into where the resin flow into the base of the cartridge. The reason is that this material is an heavy material for the presence of ceramic into the composites, and so if we leave it in a flat, the heavy material goes down. So the guys from DVS thinks about this possibility to use this cartridge with 40 degrees and two different materials in two different places. They are squeezed into the base, and there is a circle. So we can mix two different color of material depending on the place where we want to print that kind of color, okay? This possibility makes a circle, okay? A circle, and we can mix different colors in different position. This is the base where we can print the crowns on it, okay? Now Nicolò can show you the final restoration, okay? Is the direct mode, okay? And here you can see the morphology, and if you want, you can set remotely the design and to have the STL ready to be printed into your surgery. So the main things is that the 3D printer has to be into the surgery, and the designer of the tooth can be where you want. So we can set a morphology here in Verona. We will send to you this morphology, and you can print in your own surgery in the same moment as we do now, okay? If you switch in on my computer, I can show them the case, okay? Here is another case until he prepared the STL ready for the printer, okay? The morphology is very important to be shared with the patient directly in the first visit. In the first visit, we can discuss with our patient which is the right morphology and the right position of the tooth, okay? After this, we collect the DICOM, because as you know, we do guided surgery every time, thanks to the possibility of the 3D printer. We can print a guide together in 15 minutes, so we are ready to print it in the same day of the surgical appointment. We have another choice in our hospital, that is the 3D navigation. So we can go without the guide and with navigation three-dimensional, okay? But it's another topic that if you want, we can show to you in another appointment. Here's the guide, okay? And the printed guide, okay? Ready, and the STL, okay? Here is the plate where we have the model and the guide together with the implant position together. Here, Nicolò is ready with the correct morphology, okay? Here you can see, if you want to show them, and they can set the correct emergence profile of the crown directly, collecting the soft tissue morphology, okay? And here you can export the STL, and we can go to the printer, okay? Okay. This is the STL for the guide. Sei su di me adesso, vero? Su Blackmagic, ok. Sì. This is the guide for the surgical appointment. This is what's happened before with another scan body, okay? And you can choose all the scan body on the market. It depends on your implant system, okay? Here is what's happened with all the software. We can collect all the software with the STL. We are here. You can see twice all the possibility with two different software in the same optical impression. Okay, and okay. Nicolò is ready to collect the STL. This is what's happened after surgery. Healing abutment on the right side, on your left side, and a customized healing abutment on the right side. You know, it's very important to have a customized healing abutment early in surgery. Why? Because we can leave the tissue heal from the surgery until the second stage surgery with the optical impression. We can set all the gingival architecture directly, okay? Here you can see another software with the 3D printed model. You can see there that the normal healing abutment is not so useful for the final anatomy of the tooth, okay? Because it doesn't record the emergence profile. So second surgery needs another healing of the gum into the emergence profile of the provisional prosthesis. It's very important for us to record the final shape until the early healing abutment, okay? Here is the 3D model, okay? And here you can see the emergency profile transfer on the healing, ok? Direi che andiamo bene, Nicolò, puoi far vedere? Here you can see the final restoration, and Nicolò showed to you how he will export the file into the printer. Okay? So, so it's very easy because we can export the STL file, okay? Okay. You can see the cartridge, so we can print it, okay? This is the file, okay? We open it, we copy it into, and this is the crown. As you see, this crown collects the connection with the abutment into, okay? And we are ready to print and glue to the metal mesostructure into the tooth, ok? Ok? Lo lanciamo? Quel computer è collegato? Sì, allora, here you can see the software, the easy shade, the photo shade software. Here, non si vede. The photo shade software. Here, the STL is collected. We can open the software. We have the cartridge with us. Okay. So we can set plus. Nicolò open the STL into the software. Here we have the cartridge. We have three kinds of materials, Irex Max or temporis for long-term solution or for high aesthetic needs. The Irex Max is a glass composite, is a composite with high quantity of glass. Here you can see the two material we can set, okay, if you want. Here they will be squeezed into the plate, okay, and here there is the crown. We can set 5 or 6 crowns together into the same printed section, okay. We set the plate into the 3D printers, okay? And here the cartridge. Here we have a color of the cartridge, okay? And the printer goes down. So as I show you, the cartridge has at the end a 40 degree. So this pump can do a circle where the material will mix every minutes, okay? And after that, we choose the color from A1 to A3.5. We can choose the right gradient of chroma. So, and it's very important because this will give to us a three-dimensional aesthetic solution with less post-operative treatment, okay? And then we can go. We are ready to go with the printing solution. Now, if we go on my computer, okay, you can see what's happened now. So this is the healing abutment, okay, and the temporary crown screw on the healing abutment. This is what's happened 1 month later. As you can see, in 4 weeks, we have this kind of soft tissue healing. Is very performing, okay, and it's very performing to the gum and the dimension, vestibular and palatal dimension, okay. This is what's happened with the soft tissue after the tooth removal, and here we can record the soft tissues another time to see and to build up the final crown, okay? The final crown has to perform more aesthetic than the temporary. And so we can go with another material. The first one was temporaries. This is Iris Max, and the set of the color is completely different. Here, in this case, the post-processing is only polishing, okay? Polishing technique is the only one technique we use in direct solution, okay? Polishing with the normal kind of what's happened in normal when you polish the patient's tooth, okay? Here you can see another case, a little bit more performing, okay, where we increase all the vertical dimension. What's happened here is that we need to set the correct vertical dimension augmentation, okay? This is the intraoral scanner, the photos, patient's photos, okay? And here you can see the patients, okay? They're collecting the 3D photos with the spy design approach. What we need now is something that helps to us to sustain the patients during the vertical dimension setting. And for us, it will work for 3 to 4 months, okay? The patient doesn't accept to get in the mouth a normal bite. So we, in our hospital, have set a technique called addictive bite solution, where we can set the dimension of the teeth that is this in the right photos, okay? The patient is very happy on this possibility. After this, using the software exocard, we collect this image into the 3D intraoral scanning, okay? This is the step-by-step solution. After this, we can print a model where the new morphology is collected into the patient morphology. Okay. This is what's happened for the vertical dimension. Okay. And after this, we collect into the patient mouth the stents to show to him which is aesthetic directly into the mouth. When everything is gone and everything is correct, we can check all the movements with a model builder simulator. Okay. And here we can do an appointment if you wanted to go deeper on the axiography. Okay. Because here we set the correct axiography. 3D printers help to us to have the correct morphology without touching the patient tooth. Okay, this is the software project where we draw the final line on the patient teeth without touching them, because here we need to set the normal position. Okay, this is what's happened here. The final forms. Quanto manca ancora su 4 minuti? Prego, 8 minuti. The final forms. Okay. These final forms. Avrei bisogno di un bicchiere d'acqua. The final forms, okay, match with what will happen in the two-dimensional software, okay, and we catch the bidimensional photos together into the exocards, okay. Here you can see that all these steps must be collected, and we need to go with different software together in the same plan, because a great software is very important when it will be and can be collected directly, okay, with and can be matched with other software, okay. The lower lip line gives to us a very important information with the right morphology sharing, okay. And this is the output. Here we have printed all the shape in 3 pieces, one from the front, two from the posterior teeth, and we have set the vertical augmentation. Here is the restoration out of the printers with only a polishing approach without any paint, okay. And here is the final cementation. The final cementation is very important. First of all, we do not have to touch the patient teeth, okay. And second, we need adhesive cementation, because this is our bite. This bite can collect the possibility and the safety for the patient using this kind of vertical augmentation. Okay, and after this, we can go polishing. This is what's happened to the patient directly, okay, directly after adhesive cementation of the free addictive bite, okay. After this, after 3 months of chewing with this device, we can go forward doing final segmentation, okay. Here you can see the printer. We need other 5 minutes to finish the printing solution. Okay. Here you can see less than 4 minutes. What's happened now is what I can show you is that these materials here you can see the patient. When you see the color matching, okay, the color matching is very important because it is a value. The color matching for the patients, less invasive you are, as more you will perform with the aesthetic and the color, okay? We prefer to go less invasive with ultra fine prosthetic solution than with thick crown where the color is not easy to record. You remember, this is another important key point. You remember the normal kind of color recording is this classical Vita scale, okay? But as you can see, in this case, it's not the color the problem, but it's the value of the color. So more the value give to us the adaptation, okay? So the guys from Vita give to us the 3D scale where you can record the value, okay? Value 5 or value 0 is the darker. High value is is black. Lower value is white. Hue is the color, yellow, orange, and red. And the chroma is how this red is red, okay? And this is important to match. Remember that choosing value and chroma give to us more than 70% of possibility to record the right color, okay? So the Vita Classica can be changed in value, increasing, moving the tooth, okay? 3D printer like this can give a different kind of chroma in the same session, in the same tooth, without any touch from the doctor or the dental technician. This is very important for the performing, okay? This is what our patient asks to us. It is very important. So what I want to show you that very common to recognize this, to have very, very performer solution, okay? This is another case with direct solution where the patients, we record a 3D color into the same section, simply modifying the incisal part and the neck, okay? Here you can see the perfect match of the color and integration of the tooth morphology, okay? This is the case you showed you before. I think that we are quite ready, less than 1 minute, okay? And here we have the post-processing with to remove all the excess of the resin on the tooth morphology. Here we can have the abutment. This is the mesostructure where we can glue the tooth from the 3D printer into the metal structure. Okay. Few seconds. And yeah, more. Okay, if you have any question, please, is the right time now?
One
This is-
question about glaze for resin. Why you avoid to use glaze resin or light curing over the surface?
Light curing, we have the post-processing, yes. So we can shake with alcohol, and after that, we can improve the post-processing, okay, with the curing for 20 minutes. Is a post-curing, okay? And it's very important curing after 3D printing because it will works improve mechanical properties, okay? Okay. This is the tooth, okay? This is the tooth, the ceramic tooth. We set this into this bottle, okay? And we can shake, okay? Few seconds, okay, to remove the excess of the resin, okay? And after this, okay, 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 okay. Here you can see, and now we will cure, okay, we will cure the abutment. You can see the surface, okay. We can remove the tooth from the base, okay, okay. And we will perform the post-curing, okay. This is the tooth ready. You can see the photo shade approach in 3D. We can share with you photos if you want. And now we are ready to glue into the abutment and screw it into the patient mouth. This is the complete one-day approach. Okay? So, intraoral scanning, design, software interaction, collecting the true color, sharing the patient's movements here. You can see here, we collect the movements, okay. We collect the movement with an axiography, okay, we collect all the patient movement once a month, okay. This is our collection, okay, okay. We record all the movement and we use this recording, changing the morphology and the vertical dimension, as you see. Third, when we are ready, intraoral scanning of the base, the additive bite, and after that, tooth preparation, less invasive tooth preparation, and we can go with hybrid composites with ceramic, okay, or with zirconia or with other kind of material. We prefer doing this with the hybrid ceramic because we are very often conservative and mini-invasive. So we know that these materials are very performing when we have less thickness than the other, okay? And for the last things I want to introduce here is that adhesive will be the key factor for success. So less invasive, ultra fine restoration, composite hybrids and adhesive solution will perform the key of your success. If you are interested to go deeper on these 3 or 4 topics, we can go in another appointment where we can choose all these passages: intraoral scanning, software design integration, performing of the addictive vertical dimension setting, and printing the 3D ultrafine veneers, and for the end, the adhesive adhesion into the mouth, the patient mouth. Okay? If you don't have any other